Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it, and that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. They'll drop to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Second and 9 now.
And this one too low.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bengals take over first and 10.
On one, ready? 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Come on. 60 Eagles. Not saying 19.
Here's 2nd and 8. Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This will be complete to Mechie. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now it's Mixon running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down?
And he fires one that's intercepted. – 2 CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
From 21 yards away.
And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
18 Cardinals.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
19 right. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Second and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
11 MP. 11 MP.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. He's got the first down, and more than that, touchdown. Brevin Jordan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he goes down. It's It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Boye Mafe able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 3. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He gets this one to Mechie. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. back to mixing on second down.
And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the second straight play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Offline, ready? 11 empty.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Here we go. Here we go. 11. Hey, we gotta go score.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Gotta go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by David Long. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 75 yards. First down, Texans.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19.
The slot man in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Cup 19, Warriors 70.
Back to throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy that's going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
11. 11.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
I'm wondering.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young buck, holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me, pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing.